Hi everyone, welcome back to my next quote to guide your life by. Today we're going to have a quote on suffering on the dark night of the soul. And it's a wonderful, wonderful quote that I've always loved from Marianne Williamson. She says, "Something beautiful can happen to people when their world falls apart." And you know, it doesn't feel like it, but there's something wonderful waiting for you if your world will fall apart. Humility, nobility, and wisdom emerge just when our knees hit the floor. Marianne Williamson. I love that quote. And I have found it to be absolutely 100% true of my life. That the moments in my life that were the worst, that appeared to be destructive and just where the pain would be unbearable. So the moments in my life that have appeared to be the very worst, very destructive, and it looked like the pain would be unbearable, those were the times when the best things came to my life. I look back at them and I realize that the best things in my life always came when things looked the worst. The dark night of the soul really was the point where I turned and everything changed. And the example that I've used over and over again many times is that of the butterfly. With a butterfly, the caterpillar spins its cocoon and is cocooned in it, and it secretes an enzyme that literally dissolves it. And it becomes this gooey, soupy mess out of which the butterfly grows and becomes. So there's no way that caterpillar, for whatever capacity to think a caterpillar has, is thinking, "Oh joy, this is going to be great. I'm dissolving into a soupy mess." That's not what's going on there. That's not what that thing is thinking. It looks like the end of the world. It looks like the dark night of the soul will end in the absolute total destruction of itself. And it does. It is the absolute and total destruction of the caterpillar. But there can be no butterfly without the destruction of the caterpillar. And your life and my life is a constant matter of rebirth, death and rebirth. And if you look at nature, the cycle of nature is always, no exceptions, a matter of death and rebirth. So we see it in all human life, we see it in all natural life, we see it in everything around us. The best thing in life is the continual cycle of death and rebirth. That is progress. That is how things improve and increase. And so I love this quote from Marianne Williamson. Let me read it again. "Something beautiful can happen to people when their world falls apart. Humility, nobility, and wisdom emerge just when our knees hit the floor." Marianne Williamson. Now, I'm taking the knees hitting the floor metaphorically. Although I have to be honest with you, there was a time in my life, that in the darkest night of my soul, when my knees literally hit the floor, when I would literally get on my knees and look for help. And I mean that as literally as I can mean it. But 99% of the time, it is just metaphorical. It's, I've reached the end of my rope. I am turning to something greater than myself, although I do not define what that thing is. There is something greater than myself that will guide me and lead me. And so I trust that, and I turn to that, and I find the guidance and the leadership and the help that I need. And out of that dark night of the soul, that my world falling apart, when I reach the end of my rope and I can do nothing more for myself, so I cry out for help, out of that has always come to me, just like Marianne said, has come to me humility, nobility, and wisdom emerge out of that dark night of the soul, out of that soupy mess that was the caterpillar. Something beautiful came. And my friends, I would encourage you that don't go looking, never ever go looking for the dark night of the soul. If it's needed, the universe will bring it to you. You don't need to make any effort to make yourself suffer. No embracing suffering going on here in my life. I do not encourage anyone to embrace suffering, to look for suffering, to bring it upon yourself. No. The universe will bring to you what you need when you need it. Trust it, accept it, embrace it, and accept what's in it for you. So folks, you and I, in the same way, there's always an element of death and rebirth in our lives, so I would encourage you to accept it. Don't look for it. The universe will bring it to you. But embrace the death and rebirth that will bring the improvement in your life that you are looking for and longing for. Folks, I hope you got something out of this video. If you did, like us on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, hit that thumbs up button, and we'll see you on the next quote to guide your life by.